Today, we are going to go the secrets hidden in something you probably do every single day, your handwriting. We're going to explore what all those unique loops, slants, and spaces in your script might just reveal about your personality. Have you ever stopped to think about how your handwriting is as unique as your fingerprint? Well, we're about to turn this into a fun little personal experiment to see what your script really says about you. Go ahead and pause here if you need to, because we're going to use the sentence you just wrote for the rest of this analysis. All set? Awesome, let's dive in. All right, so first things first, let's start with the big picture. We're going to begin by looking at the overall style of your handwriting. The stuff you can see at a glance that gives a broad sense of who you are. First up, size. Take a look at the sentence you wrote. Are your letters large and in charge, or are they on the smaller side, or maybe somewhere in between? Well, large letters often point to an outgoing personality, while smaller writing can mean you're more of a meticulous, detail-oriented person. And if you're right in the middle, you're likely pretty well-adjusted and adaptable. It's a simple clue about how you see yourself and engage with the world. Next, let's look at the space between your words. This one is really fascinating because it can hint at your social preferences. If you leave wide spaces, you probably enjoy your freedom and don't like to feel crowded. But if your words are closer together, it could mean you love being around people and aren't a fan of being alone. So, does your writing have a slant? A lean to the right often points to an open, social nature. A slant to the left can suggest you're a bit more reserved and introspective. And what if your letters are perfectly straight, up and down? Well, you're likely guided by logic and practicality. The very angle of your writing could reveal whether your head or your heart is running the show. Okay, so we've looked at the big picture. Now let's zoom way in on the details. These are the little quirks in your handwriting that can reveal a surprising amount about what's going on inside. Go find an I in your sentence. Okay, now look at the dot. Where is it? If it's floating high above, that suggests a great imagination. If it's right on top, you're probably pretty detail-oriented. A slash instead of a dot could mean you're a bit hard on yourself. And if you made a little circle, that points to a fun, childlike curiosity. And it's the same idea with how you cross your T's. Seriously, that one little line can say a lot. A high crossbar can indicate ambition and good self-esteem, while one in the middle suggests you're confident and comfortable. Long crosses point to determination, but a short one might mean you have a tendency to, put things off. Okay, finally, let's look at something you probably never even think about, the empty space on your page. Believe it or not, the margins you leave tell a story all their own. So that margin on the left side of the page, it can represent your relationship with your past. A narrow margin might mean you tend to hold on to past experiences, while a wide margin suggests you're more than ready to move on and see what's next. And on the flip side, the right margin can reveal your attitude toward the future. A narrow margin there suggests you're eager to embrace whatever's coming. A wider margin, though, can point to a more cautious approach. You prefer stability over the great unknown. But here's the most important thing to remember. None of these traits exist in a vacuum. It's the unique combination of all these different elements that creates the full picture. That's what makes your handwriting and, you, truly one of a kind. Now, before we wrap up, I have to say that graphology isn't an exact science, right? So while this is a really fascinating exercise, it's best to think of it as a fun tool for a little self-reflection, not some kind of scientific diagnosis of your personality. So take one last look at that sentence you wrote. Were you surprised by anything you found? It's a pretty cool thought that maybe the most personal story you ever tell isn't just in what you write, but in how you write it.